Hello everybody, and welcome to Bug and Seek. Now, I know this isn't a Monster Hunter video, but I don't care. This game looked great. I bought it on Steam. Well, I'm gonna go more into what it is later, but first a few prerequisites. You might notice you can see my little dash thing at the bottom. God, that's fucking loud. Hold on. You may see my little dashboard thing at the bottom, and that's because I can't get this thing to game capture for the life of me, and I also can't find a full screen option. So you're just going to have to see this, like this. Second, if my voice sounds weird, it's because I have a big-ass fan right next to me because the air conditioning is out in my apartment, and it's 80 fucking degrees outside. So I'm sweating my ass off, trying not to die, and we're gonna have fun. This is also my first time recording at this setup in a while, back in my humble solo abode. So let's head in. This is Craig and this is Chera. I think they made the game, team of 2. Bugberg makes day brighter. So, Bug and Seek. This is a game about collecting bugs and putting them in a little museum, little zoo, little bug town. I thought it would be fun, just as like, you know, Silksong, not to bring up Silksong in an unrelated indie game like an asshole, but Silksong comes out, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, like in a week. And I was like, I'm in a bug mood. I love bugs, I love insects, I love arachnids, I love myriapods, I love crustaceans, I love all the other arthropods, even though bugs should really only refer to hemipterans, like cicadas, assassin bugs, and stink bugs, but whatever. It's Bug and Seek. This is going to be educational, it's going to be fun. I love these critters. I did check the options. It's only sound options and GUI, which apparently says it's... I chose one because it said it's good for streaming, even though I'm not streaming it, and I also don't have a face cam. And I have a face cam. I'm not gonna set it up because, like I said, it's 80 fucking degrees in here, and I am almost nude. New game. Ooh, a critter. Wow. Look at all these hair options. This one looks kind of like mine. I'm just gonna make myself. That's the closest we're getting there. Pale as that's incredibly pale. Is this body shape my only option? All yellow. Oh, no, here we go. There we go. Look at that. Now I'm cruising. He looks very top heavy. Wow. It's me! I've worn something like this sometimes. Wazd. Oh! What button did I press? There's quests, there's seasons, there's merchants, you gotta catch all the bugs. There's ants, bees, beetles, butterflies, dragonflies, flies, isopods, ladybugs, mantids, moths, other bugs, spiders, wasps, and weevils. These should be beetles, but whatever. Rookie bug catching find. Oh, there's like several hundred different species in this game. So we're gonna spend some time collecting. Oh, I have a visitor. It's the mayor. Hello, hello. Mayor Wimbleby here at your service. So you're the new insectarium owner, huh? What's it to ya? Oh ho, a bit prickly, are we? No need for that. You'll find me to be nothing but supportive and helpful. You know, this town hasn't been the same since, well, I'm sure you heard. Heard about what? Really? You didn't see it in the paper? On television? Well, it's probably for the best. Recounting the story of the great bug heist over and over again just wears on you, you know? I don't know. Here, this tank was the only one that remained after the, well, let's not even name it again. The tank belongs here. Why don't you decide where it should go? I can do that. Press I for inventory. There's got to be a better option for that. Place decor. A nice home for one bug. He goes in the corner. Press B or click the build mode icon. I'm probably just gonna do that. I don't like pressing a bunch of buttons on my shite. Need a bug to go in that tank. Wouldn't be surprised if a few buggos are hiding around right here. Have a look around that corner over there, will ya? Right click for net. Incredible. Common pillbug. Stage name, roly-poly. That's an isopod. By the citizens of Bugberg, I think you've got the hang of it. See if you can put him in that tank I just gave you. Gotta interact with it. Hold on. Wow. Is he in my codex? He is. Huh? Camera Predator Bug, use a focus feature to channel all your bug catching expertise or target, achieve mastery, and ability to focus. Great links can change including species. All the time, everywhere. Classic. I see them all the time around here. It's an isopod, of course. I'm actually a crustacean. True, like a shrimp, which is why I prefer damp or wet areas. I mainly eat rotting vegetation, not live plants, and I return nutrients to the soil to improve the soil quality. And yes, I do curl in a ball when threatened. Pick me up and see. I literally picked one up earlier today. I met one, and it was great. He was a dapper chap. We gotta add a bug. We're gonna add a fellow. Oh, we gotta name him. Podley. Well, hot dog, I believe it'll do just fine. Even with one bug, you can open this insectarium again. Customers will come in droves. They do. I bet 100 coins on it. Droves to see a single isopod in an empty tank. Holy moly, the insectarium just looks like my house. Back in business. One visitor. We got one common fellow. Wow. Today's star, the common pillbug. Podley. Yes, $8. Suppose only having one bug on display isn't enough. I want to catch a whole lot more bugs. You want to make any real cash. I literally picked this one up off the floor to put it into the tank. Yeah, we're here to educate, not to make money, alright? Mayor, if that's your real name. Customers will come every Saturday. That's a terrible, opening scheme. Then we're gonna get along just fine. Permits, approvals, yada yada yada. Let's go! Let's get some bugs. I wanna look at him. That's my head. Wow. Phenomenal. Fire pit, to pass time. We're gonna call it Bugtown. LLC. Thank you. Limited liability Convo Corporation. Bugs? 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 Black-veined white butterfly. I'm the life of the party, darling. We gotta read every single codex entry. I'm not a researcher if I don't. Here she is. I'm very widespread and common in Europe and parts of the Middle East, but I'm extinct in England. Too bad, since I was a favorite of Winston Churchill. I'm a very social butterfly, and my caterpillars overwinter in groups. I like how all the entries are in first person. Delightful little butterfly. It's nighttime! Now, as far as I'm aware... Oh, Weevil? Fuller's Rose Weevil. Life always finds a way. There's a lot of these. It's not like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, where there's like systems of things that happen, and like energy and eating and relationships. It's purely based around the bugs. And you can kind of stay out all night. I'll be a senior this year. I don't get what people see in bugs. They aren't cute and cuddly like animals. They have a quest for me. Love cute things. Someone at the pet store told me there's a moth called a rosy maple moth that is adorable. I doubt a bug can be that cute. Oh, can you bring me one to see for myself? I'll gladly bring you one. It is a cute moth. You get big rewards from completing quests as long as you gain new information about the Great Bug Heist. But watch the clock. Quests are only available for a season. You want to talk about the... Do you see anything suspicious? What's obvious? Higgins, he skipped town like a week after the robbery. Clue. What's up? Peppered moth. Now you see me, now you see a tree. A classic example of natural selection. Give me the water strider? Wolf spider. It looked like a water strider from... Dude, there's so many of them. Red-winged rove beetle. I'm gonna have to go through and read all of these at the end. Emperor dragonfly? Yep. And katydid. Oh, it's a trading post. Glad everyone's awake at midnight. So you look enterprising. I'm Miles, the local business expert. Didn't you buy the insectarium? Can't see the money in that unless you make your bugs work for you. I've got some ideas. I'll talk to you about the heist. Who did it? Someone who really loves bugs. Why not just ride a bike, right? Right. Oh. You have a quest? Okay, next season. Okay. Okay. Antoinette. Oh, this place different. Lowest cost goods. Sure. 8 unique bugs found in tall grass. I'll get you. I don't want to sell them though. Oh, you don't want to sell? I'm selling them. They're all common. I'll get more of them. Fuck, that feels bad. What's this? More inventory. I can buy back the bugs. But I don't even have enough for a basic one-size tank, dog. I'll go catch more bugs. Oh! I spot a rough woodlouse. This is already delightful. Beetle. Junebug. We'll go through and read all of these later. Do I have like a map? Oh, I was supposed to put them in this order. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Whoops. They still add to the codex after I sell them, right? Yeah, they're all in here. Okay, that's good. There seems to be no buildings anywhere. Interesting. Now, this is the meadows. Okay, there's more to it than just what I'm seeing. Okay. Oh, moth. Regal moth. It's do or die. Weevil. Thank you. Dragonfly. Who are you? Water beetle? Spittlebug! I love Spittlebug. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Oh, beetle. It's not a beetle, it's an assassin bug. I was just talking about you. Thank you. Thank you. Cecropia moth. I cannot enter that house. What do you got? I haven't seen you before. My name is Nolan. I'm a student at the university, the oldest student it's ever had. I'm 72. I have a heavy course load, so maybe you can help me out if I have bug problems. Tell me about the heist. Okay, I haven't seen anything to help me solve the case. Esmeralda. Herb garden. Looking as loony as a loony bug. Curious. You have a bug quest? I'm thinking Chinese. I bet a Chinese mantis could help me learn the language faster. That's not how that works. I'll help you. Sure, Doug. Time moves fast in this game. Give me the louse. Ant woodlouse. It's a janitor for ants. That's for, it said it would pass time at the fire pit, so we're not going to do that. Give me the ant woodlouse. It's the same sprite. And it's daytime. And who are you? Reed. Yo, 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 I'm Reed. You should come hear my band. We're the best in bug birding. We're still in high school, and the loudest. Bugs are cool, I guess, if they're dangerous. Do you have anything about the heist? Suspects. That Miles guy strikes me as being sus. Get it? Sus. For suspect. Nice one. It's Higgins. Alright. Give me your quest. Give me your quest. Give me your bug quest. Give me your bug quest. Okay. Oh. Ladybug. 22 spotted ladybug. The fungi, I don't think I'm a fungi. My inventory is full. Bugs of Rohan. Let me... There we go. Okay, 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 okay. Entomological, hold on, what is specifically this? In Tallgrass, okay. Entomological Institute of Insect Education. I perceive that you are a wise and capable individual. Can you tell me about this place? The L. No, the A offers one highly specialized degree. Bugs. For all the students. There is a center of bug birds. Hustle and bustle. The A would send students to study its bugs. Then the heist occurs. Oh, God, no. I can help. University's research will increase the value of each specimen. For a complete collection, receive a commemorative statue. You have a quest for me. So I have to give a B. You have to give one of each of the things for each thing. But I can't you donate that. Nuh-uh. He's about to be sold for cash. Same with you. Put in these moths. Donate this one. Nice. This is Spider. There's a woman down here. What do you gotta say? Madeline. I'm Professor Madeline. That's right, the world-famous renowned entomologist and lecturer. Please, no autographs right now. I want to talk about that fucking heist. Higgins was very generous to us in studying Insectarium's collection. Sorry to hear that. Do you have a quest for me? I'll pay students do their assignments. Hammerhead worm. That's stretching the definition of bug. But, you know, whatever. We'll get a June bug in here. These are flies? Okay. Ants. Okay. Flutterbies. Fascinating. Ooh! Firebug. There's Bob's bigger store. Need hammerhead worm, rosy maple moth, Chinese mantis. So, as far as I know, the only tall grass is upstairs. Oh, this is where there's like... There's a ton of buildings. There's a church and a graveyard? City Hall. Hello, Mayor. I want to talk about the heist. Okay. Who are you? Construction. Oh, that's how you upgrade. Ah. Sounds great. I don't have that. You sack of shit. Members of the Colon Army. Wow. Thank you. It's another 22 spot ladybug. Rough woodlouse. How's my inventory not full? Oh, bug stack. I didn't realize. Orange tipped butterfly. Phenomenal. Just incredible. I'm gonna sell to the general store. And then I'll be able to purchase a new bug. Post. Haste. We're gonna sell one. My ladybug! No! That was an accident. She has a lot more stuff than she did before. Does this change daily? It seems it changes daily. Give me a tank. Give me the fly. Green butterfly. Okay, we need to just grind out the grass. There's the Chinese mantis. We can give that to the woman. Meadow grasshopper. When I play RPGs, I'm always a bard. That's funny. That's a delightful, funny joke. I'm gonna have so much flavor text and educational knowledge to impart upon you guys. Once I get all the things to do the things. This is not where it was. It was in the trailer park zone. Wow 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 wow. Give. Ah, Shishini. That means thank you. I think I said that right. Why isn't the bug reacting to what I say? Maybe he only grades papers. Here's your coins anyway. Wasp! Wasp! Give Wasp! Mud dauber. There's mud daubers around here. Not related to the video game, but I saw a cool-ass Texas thorned lizard on the side of the, just on the sidewalk earlier today. Took a cool picture of it. It's on my iNaturalist page, which I may link in the description. If you want to check my iNaturalist, I haven't updated it in a while, but I plan on doing it more as I see more creatures. Putting cool bugs and lizards and birds and shit that I find on the page. It'll be awesome. So an interesting thing about it was like right at an intersection where there's just a ton of people walking back and forth. It was at the university I frequent. And I went in, and I didn't go in anywhere. I saw it, And nobody... How do I place... What was the button? I. And I saw it, and I was like looking at it and taking pictures of it. And I don't know if nobody cared or if nobody saw it, but like nobody reacted to the fact that there's like this big ass lizard. It's not like they're small either. They're like, you can't see it, but like maybe like good like 7 inches, 6, 7 inches long. It was a big gray fella on the sidewalk, and just nobody cared. It was insane. I don't know what I'm looking at. We're gonna add a critter. Put in the fly. This is gonna be the worst. This is going to be the worst insectarium you've ever seen. Flyly. Greenly. Thank you. We have like a fly and a... we're not only did that... Oh, I can't speak. We're only gonna have the most common bugs possible. We're really catching a lot of critters, aren't we? It's gonna be awesome. The worst insectarium on the planet. Thank you. 6-spotted tiger beetle. The fastest bug on 6 legs. I believe that is true. How many do I have? I have 6. I need 2 more. Come on. I just gotta keep running back and forth between here to guarantee what I need. Just mashing the button. Epsid. Yay. I should probably look to see how to get the bugs that the guys want me to get. See what the codex says in terms of obtaining new critters. First, I do want to just complete this shop thing. It would be real cool if I could do that. Please. Come on. Come on. Oh. Let's sell what we have. Oh, Butterby. Black swallowtail. I like to sell. Goodbye. I shouldn't be selling them. I don't know. I should be going to the university to deposit them. That would make the most sense. It would actually progress me towards something other than just money, but I guess I will get money when I get to open the, Is there nothing in this grass? Maybe at night there'll be something in the grass. We do have enough for another display case. I might go and purchase that real quick. Oh, ant! Call me a termite and I'll blow this place down. Thank you. Ant will be the next thing in our collection, by the way. There we go. Antly. Thank you. The worst insectarium ever devised. Yay. This is delightful. It's night. There's gonna be some wacky fucking critters in these grasses. Or not. Okay. I wish it would like notify you on the map where all the little things to collect are. There might be grass south Let me quickly check my quests. I want to go to my... Go to my quests. Go to you. She wants that. I know she wants that. How do I, like, get notified of where that is? Do I just... guess? Do I go down to, like, the other moths I found? And just hope? Every 3rd year? This is gonna take me forever. And a bunch of them don't appear in spring, but they wouldn't get... or summer. But they wouldn't give me a summer quest if I couldn't get the bug in the summer. That would be ridiculous. Let's see if we can get some quests in here. Bernard. A bug heist. Dead ends. Esmeralda. Reputable man. You have a quest? 3 dragonflies. Alright. Bob's Bigger Store. Oh, is how you get the big tanks. Mystic storage chest. Mystic. From the Mystic Collection. Fascinating. Can I have my bugs now? There is grass over here. Speak to Grayson. Oh, the bridge is out. Okay. Huh. I'm Connor, an expert, especially ones that bite and sting. Just before the insectarium got robbed, he heard about my YouTube channel. Who's Carl? Trying to, but I forgot my glove. Okay, drop the metaphor. Bottom line, Carl is a mysterious dude. He lives outside of town, and now that I think about it, it seems this is the heist. Firefly! Fire, Scarecrow! There's more south. I wonder what's there. What's in the church? The cathedral? You can search graves. What kind of macabre critters will you find? Apparently just bees. I definitely didn't think that was a fly. Like a hoverfly or something. I definitely didn't think that when it popped up. I definitely knew it was a bee right out the gate. Dragonfly? There's just like a beach. Everyone's just out. Cricket. Katie did. That's what I said. What do you got? Beatrice. Are you the new insectarium owner? I am. Beatrice, you can't just shout things at people. I'm not shouting, Lillian, you're shouting. I want to talk about the heist. The robbery? I don't know. Things just got weirder here after that. Have a quest? Emperor Scorpion. His name is Mr. Scrappy. Yogos and Twistables. Okay. Ready to ship. 120G. Finally. Very cool. And you can release bugs. That's nice to know. Is the Emperor Scorpion around here? I'd be real accurate with that. Citrus Root Weevil! If you didn't know, weevils are literally my favorite animal. Especially the acorn weevil. I love them. They're incredible critters. There's like a cart over there for some reason. If I could have an all-weevil room in my insectarium, I would be very happy. Carpenter Bee, what do you got to say? You're a stranger, I'm not supposed to talk to you. Wait, did you buy the insectarium? Then I guess I could talk to you. I like bugs too. I like how the children look indistinguishable from the adults. I don't know anything about that. I'm just sad that I can't see the bugs anymore. Are you gonna get some new bugs? I'm working on it. You have a quest? I have nothing for you. I'm Charlotte. Is always following me around trying to beat me in things, but I'm the oldest, so I always win. I bet there's some bugs you could bring me. Never mind, there isn't. What about the heist? When the insectarium was robbed? What's all the sweet little buggies? Ask your dad about that. Can I kick down your sandcastle? No, okay. Yes, common clothes moth. God, it's so good. You look pretty basic. That's fucked up, dude. I'm Blair. If anything lit is happening at the university, then I'm behind it. You sound fun. What about the old insectarium? What a weird thing. I'll talk about the heist. See Higgins slipping Abram a big stack of cash. Something super basic. Oh, pretty basic assumption. Asswipe. Catching bugs? Do you have a quest? A beggar? Fuck you. There's Abram. Reviews my game and bowling. I'm like a moth to the flame for a bowling league. Ah, this is their dad. Talk to you about the heist. Like taking money as criminal or something. Was it criminal? Of course not. The cash was an investment. I was looking at opening a second food truck, and Higgins was keen to invest in a second truck. Didn't get that far, said I'm back, gave him the cash, told him he confessed later when he got back in his beat. Do you have an alibi? I didn't think I would need one. I was home with my kids. Do you have a quest? I'm from Minnesota. The weather sure is different here, and the bugs are different too. I'll get you a Titan. Okay. Yep. Alright, dog. Can you confirm your dad's alibi? Never mind. Moth! Moth! Your scorpion's gotta be nearby, right? Unless it, like, sprinted miles away. Kitty did. There's so many people. Zara, good to see you. I'm Zara, the best gardener in Bugberg. Retired military. Talk to you about the heist. Straight shooter. Higgins confided me that the mayor kept telling him to make sure he had a large insurance policy. Oh. It's always the mayor. It's always Toe Mater. I'll get you the potato beetle. No problem. It's been 3 days of no sleep. And there's something over here. It's just another person. Esmeralda, you're like, hey you're like the new bug catcher in town? Right on, I'm Esmeralda. I own Lurk firm. What can I do for you today? I want to talk about your heist. You're the only witness? Thought I saw something, but no one believed me. Maybe my peepers were mistaken. And the embarrassment again, my bug-catching acquaintance. How can I earn your trust? Fallen Winter. No quest now? Ow. There's a mantis. There's a butterfly. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's gone? God damn it. I think that was a potato beetle. God damn it. Nice farm, by the way. That's another Grayson moment. Give me another mantis. Bunch of housing. Nothing too special. Six-spotted tiger beetle. I'll ask the mayor about her alibi. Some information. Yeah, okay. That's not what I wanted. Heist. Why are you pressing Higgins while getting insectarium insured? You're going to get insurance policy. Oh. Arl? Thanks for the lead, Mayor. If that's your real name. I'm watching you. Woo! Okay, well, I already caught that one anyways, so fuck you. Go to university. Hip, 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 hop. I already talked to you. Bees. See if I can donate one to every zone. That'd be very nice. I already did the beetle. Maybe the fly. No. I had a fly too, and I don't have the ant anymore. It's on display. Ladybug? No. Mantis. I have one of those. Nice. There's the moth. Here's spider. And wasp. Going well, going well. Let's leave. On the road again. I want you to get back on the road again. Yeah, da 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 da. I gotta get on the road again. I know the words again. I swear to God, I know the words again. So no info on. That's a legendary. How am I supposed to get a legendary? On my salary? I should check to see if I can get to that cave. I'd like to sell. Now he's got the bamboo bug tank. I should probably get the inventory upgrade. Bumblebee! I love bumblebees. He transforms into the Camaro. Yellow jacket. Slide left, slide right, now sting. That's a reference to something. Certainly. Ooh. Mud dauber, mud dauber. Never, I thought it was the same. The potter wasp. It's similar. It's ideologically similar. Narrow-winged mantis. Ooh, spider. Golden silk orb weaver. There's a spider in my room earlier. Yesterday. I'll say yesterday. There's a couple bug-related things that happened in my room yesterday. There's this spider on my ceiling. It was small. It was walking around. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this, even though there'd be no reason for you to. Okay, so I can do wasp and spider. I'm pretty sure it was a brown recluse, which is one that's usually passed around as like scary. It's like medically significant. But I'm pretty sure that's like they're very usually docile. So unless you like pick it up and squeeze it, it's not going to it's not gonna like hurt you. I'm pretty sure its fangs are small. So, like, it couldn't bite you if you're, like if you stepped on one, and you were wearing socks, it wouldn't be able to, like, actually bite you. And while its bite is very painful, it is venomous, I'm pretty sure it only, like, necrotizing is the thing that, like, is scary about it, but I'm pretty sure that only happens, like, 10% of the time with bites. So it's not that scary. I still removed him from my room. Didn't kill him, got rid of him. Because I didn't want to have absolutely any risk. I think ladybugs was a separate thing. Somebody donated it, though, I forgot. I still removed him, but it was still interesting. He was there. And then later that night, it was like late. And I felt something like brush against my leg, and I was like, oh no. Is that another brown recluse? Because now I'm gonna slightly panic. Like, jumped up, turned on the lights. It was just some fucking beetle. It was like this brown beetle that had fallen from, I think from my ceiling, because it was on its back and like struggling. And it had just like fallen on my leg, and I don't know where it came from. At first I thought it was like a small roach, but then I looked at it closer. It was definitely a beetle of some sort. And I'm no beetle expert, especially considering there's like there's an absurd number of beetle species, like 1 million. And that might be more than that. It was one of those things where it's like, wow. I don't know where this thing came from, and I'm very confused. Thankfully, I've never found a live roach in my apartment. I have found a dead one, but that was at the beginning, and it was like, it looked like it's been dead for a while, and I haven't seen any traces of them since. And it was a dead one. It wasn't a, not, I already said it was a dead one. It was a German, if it was a German one, that would have been scary. It was not a German one. German ones are the ones that'll really, like, infest you. Like, just, like, get everywhere. Ooh, 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 gif. But it was not a German one. It was very possible that it was the solitary one that had managed to find its way inside. Because, like, solitary non-infesting roaches do exist in the wild. Those are real existing species. So it might have been just that. June bug. Rock. So, this game, while delightful, I'm gonna be completely honest. This might be a good stream game. Oh, it's a thorny spider. Spiny orb weaver. Same diff. Couldn't remember the name. This might be a great streaming game. I don't know if this is a phenomenal recording game, because I'm running out of things to talk about other than just saying the name of the beetle I find. I might call the episode soon. We'll see how well it does. I might come back to it. Might just be a one-off and I play this on my own time elsewhere, but otherwise, this has been great. But first, we're gonna have our big end of session read all of the codex entries we have not read yet, which is most of them. Ant woodlouse. I'm a janitor for ants. It's an isopod. I primarily live in ant nests. It's believed the ants like having me around because I clean up waste, by eating it, of course. I'm blind, which is fine since I spend nearly all my time in absolute darkness underground. Wow. I do love isopods. Golisopod is my favorite Pokemon. The assassin bug. Have a meat slushy, extra large, please. I'm an active predator. Some of my species hunt, and others set up ambushes. But my universal weapon of choice is my long, curved, dagger-like proboscis, which happens to be my mouth. I stab insects with it, inject venom, and then drink them up like a Slurpee. That's a feature of all hemipterans. Specifically, a piercing, sucking mouth part. Not all of them are carnivorous, though, like the assassin bug. Some, like cicadas, use it for, like, drinking plant sap. Plant milk. Speaking of which, I've been seeing a shit ton of cicadas recently. Either the shells on trees, Some trees I see with like high up branches, there's like hundreds, it looks like hundreds just like clumped up together. And I've been seeing a lot dead and writhing on the ground, which, you know, they don't live very long once they're adults, so it makes sense. Seen a few that have been like hollowed out by ants, but they're still kind of alive because of how insect biological systems work. They don't actually need like their hemolymph to survive. Like hemolymph is not like they don't transport oxygen through their hemolymph. They only transfer nutrients. So they don't actually like they'll survive for a while without like a bunch of their organs and blood. But eventually they'll just like not be able to feed give their cells nutrients anymore and die that way. But it won't be immediate. Which is why you can see some like bugs that are like technically surviving with like insane injuries. Like mortal looking injuries, but you know, they're doomed to die, unfortunately. Black swallowtail. Love me, adore me, but don't eat me. I'm so widespread that I'm the official butterfly of 2 states, New Jersey and Oklahoma. I choose toxic host plants for my eggs, and when those larvae reach the adult stage, they taste bad to birds because of the toxins. I do eat food plants, so some consider me a plant pest. Some consider me a plant. I also meant to say larvae. Larva is the singular. I already read this one. There's so many fucking bugs. The bumblebee. There's nothing common about my pollinating skills. I'm larger and louder than honeybees, but our colonies are smaller. I'm capable of heating up my body if I lay still, so leave me alone if you find me lying on the ground. I'm one of the best pollinators in nature, but several of my species are in decline, so help me out. That's true. And many people in the US are trying to save honeybees. Like a lot of honeybee species that they see around. They like really try and like when I talked to people like they see the honeybees and they like, oh, the bees are dying, we need to protect them. Actually, the bumblebees are the US's native bee species, and a lot of the honeybees are invasive and are actually contributing to the decline of the bumblebees. So make sure you know how to identify your different species of bee, because some we want around a lot more than others. The cabbage white butterfly. I got my name from my love of cabbage plants and other cabbage family plants. I eat so much of them that I'm considered a pest. I am also mistaken for a white moth oftentimes. I fly earlier in the spring than others, so I'm first at the cabbage buffet. Carpenter ant, call me a termite and I'll blow this place down. We tunnel into wood to build large nests, but we don't eat the wood. Still, a lot of homeowners don't like us very much. A few of our species can also blow themselves up, spreading glue and toxins in the area, so watch out. Carpenter bee, a genius with wood and a woodpecker's dream. I'm often confused for a bumblebee, but I'm more solitary. Carpenter bees, I believe, are also native to the US, so keep them safe. I burrow into dead wood to make my nest, which can include your house. The tunnels of my nest can be quite elaborate. Unfortunately, I tend to attract woodpeckers who can hear me tunneling and want to eat me. The Cecropia moth, just out here looking for love. I'm the largest moth in the US, so I'm kind of a big deal. I lack a mouth and digestive system as an adult, so I don't eat and only live for about 2 weeks. That's the same with a lot of moths, a lot of moths, and a lot of just other general, like, adult species of, what are they fucking called? The ones that go through, like, the whole larval pupal adult phase. I forget, there's a specific, clade that is, and I forget the name. But a lot of those, the adults, like, only exist for mating, and so, like, they don't eat. Like mayflies. They spend most of their lives as antlions. And then they become a mayfly and they, like, last, like, a week. But during that 2 weeks, I'm looking for love. You'll find me admiring your porch light or street light. The Chinese mantis. I'm a large mantis, the largest in North America, in fact. I like to eat just about anything. I can get my 4 legs on. Insects, arachnids, even reptiles and small birds. I'm low maintenance and easy to have as a pet. Just don't put another mantis in with me. The citrus root weevil. Who doesn't love some citrus for breakfast? I don't just feed on citrus trees, I also eat ornamental plants like roses. As an adult, I munch on the leaves, but my larvae feed on the roots, and we usually end up damaging the plant. This is a bad time to mention I lay up to 5,000 eggs in my short lifespan. Very, very cool. The common clothes. Not even like a... Oh my, there's so many insects. Not just insects. There's only 2 insects on screen right now. Common clothes moth. Your dirty clothes are my buffet line. Yum. In my adult stage, I don't have a mouth, so I can't eat anything. But my larvae like to eat all kinds of fabrics and fibers, especially if they have human sweat or other fluids on them. I avoid light, so you might not know I'm chowing down in your closet until it's too late. That's why you get those mothballs. Common green capsid. You don't want to eat after me. I'm a small bug, but a big pest. If you grow fruits, then you don't want me around. I'm notorious for damaging apple crops. When I eat something, I inject some of my salivary juices, leaving damage and distortion. But I do eat smaller pests, so let's call it even. We've read the common pillbug. Eastern tiger swallowtail. I'm a late bloomer. My caterpillar stage may look unremarkable, but I'm stunning when I become a butterfly. I like to fly high in the air, so look for me above the trees. Though I usually live alone, my males like to sometimes gather around damp places for a drink called puddling. Emperor dragonfly. You can tell them apart from a damselfly by the fact that dragonflies don't have very large visible antennae while damselflies do, and dragonflies cannot walk, as well as rest with their wings open, while damselflies rest with their wings closed, and I believe can walk. I'm very territorial, though I hardly settle down. I'm usually always moving. I fly high up in the air to hunt and eat my prey, which includes other insects like butterflies and other dragonflies, and I eat while still flying, of course. Fairy wasp. This is literally, I believe, the smallest insect in the world. I'm so small, I'm the size of some single-celled organisms, and I'm among the world's smallest bugs. That's true. I think there are literally amoebas that are bigger than the fairy wasp. Though I'm widespread, few humans ever see me because of my size. I sometimes use to control agricultural pests because I can find and parasitize their eggs. This is like a wacky fucking creature. One of those ones is like, whoa, really? The firebug. This is in the other category. You could say I'm a hot topic lately. Hot topic. I can say words. You've probably seen it already if you're watching this video, but I'm probably gonna put up pictures of the real bugs next to the sprites. I think it would be fun to give an example of what they actually look like. I'm sure these sprites are very accurate. They're very good sprites. Firebug, I can see him. Let's, here he is. Pyrocorus apterus. It is a common insect of the family Pyrocoridae. Yep, that looks very, that animal is the one you see on screen. Very cool. It is a hemipteran. I guess they don't have the hemipteran, species, hemipteran classification on here. Very, very cool. Probably could have figured out it was a hemipteran by the fact that it's shaped the way it is. I'm often considered a pest because I love to congregate in large groups, often on or inside human structures. I release foul odors, and my stomach contents, when threatened, and if crushed, I'll permanently stain carpets and fabrics. But I don't harm your garden. God, my voice is going out. I haven't done this in a while. It's been weeks. Firefly, I light up the night, so don't squish me. I bet you didn't know I'm a beetle. I did. You can tell by the fact that it has elytra covering its inner wings that it uses for flight. The elytra are technically also wings, but they're like specialized wings. That's what makes a beetle a beetle. You can tell If you don't know if a bug you're looking at is a beetle, if it looks like it has 2 segments, it doesn't. They're 3 segmented like other insects. But if it looks like it has 2 segments and its back is like shiny or hard looking all the way down, it's probably a beetle. I'm sure there are exceptions. I'm also an omnivore, so I eat other insects. My flashing light is produced by a chemical reaction in my abdomen called bioluminescence, and I do it primarily for mating purposes. My population is in decline, so help me out. Fuller's Rose Weevil. I'm always a female, so I reproduce in a process known as parthenogenesis. My larvae eat the roots of host plants, and my adults eat the foliage, since I love crop plants and, of course, roses. This brings me into conflict with humans. Parthenogenic animals are fucking crazy. They usually aren't... They can be successful, but because of how it works, they are very prone to being, like, wiped out by a single, like, disease. You know, because essentially they're all just, like, kind of clones of each other. Like, the main reason the male and female system is so widespread and used by so many animals and even like plants, animals and plants and all these organisms is because it like vastly increases genetic variety in offspring, which allows for higher chances of success. So when you get systems like parthenogenesis, they work and they can like get a species out of a bind, but long term, they usually don't work out. There are exceptions, though. There are always exceptions to the rule. Yada 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 yada. Golden Silk Orb Weaver. Just try to break through my web. I dare you. I build large and elaborate webs, but I'm known for my silk, which is the strongest of any arachnid. Stronger than steel or Kevlar, proportionally. It can catch even hummingbirds. But I have 6 other types of silk that I use for different purposes, like stability or connection. The green bottlefly. You won't see me fleeing a crime scene. I have a great sense of smell, and I'm usually among the first to lay eggs on fresh carrion. And since I'm the first on the scene, using the age of my larvae is a valuable dating tool in forensics. As an adult, I can also be found on flowers, and I'm a pretty good pollinator. That's why flowers like the corpse flower, the aptly named corpse flower, smell like rotting flesh, is because it attracts flies, which they use as pollinators. Makes the fly think, oh, this is a dead body, and it'll like fly in there, and then once it realizes it's not a corpse, it'll fly away, but by that time it's already got the pollen. June bug. I don't mean to be a pest, but I can't help it. I love to eat overripe fruit, and the waste I leave on the things I eat ruins it. Oops. My grubs tunnel along and through your lawn, which can cause damage. Oops again. On the bright side, my grubs crawl on their backs. That's cool, right? Think there's any cockchafers in this game? I believe, actually, this is a green June beetle, though. Not an actual... not... Okay. I'm gonna cut out what I just said. I mistakenly referred to this as a cockchafer. This is a green June beetle, judging by the sprite, which is also called a June bug. But there are also species of cockchafers, which are beetles, that are also called June bugs, and those are the ones I'm more familiar with. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've made a mistake. The cockchafer is the one I'm talking about. The common cockchafer. Not the green June beetle. Katydid. Like a grasshopper, but cuter. In my own opinion. Most people think I'm a grasshopper, but you can tell us apart because I have long antennae, sometimes as long as the rest of my body. I'm usually nocturnal and notorious for making a sound at night that resembles the words Katy did, Katy didn't. I love animals that are named after the cries they make. Like the whippoorwill. The nightjar. Lives in the United States. Very cool. I love the way nightjars look, by the way. I want to play more like cool animal collecting science games like this. If you know any that are like related to birds, I'd love for you to recommend them to me. That'd be nice. Meadow grasshopper. When I play RPGs, I'm always a bard. You'll find me in areas with tall grass because that's what I love to eat. I also love to make songs by rubbing on my yellow leg against my wing. Julie, the world's smallest violin. I have different songs for mating and fighting. The meadow spittlebug. First I spit, then I ribbit. I got my name from the foamy, bubbly, sticky, spit-like substance that my nymphs create to protect themselves from predators in the environments. I've seen these around before. They're very funny. It does just, you see, well, I don't think I've ever, peeled back the foam to see the insect, but it does just look like someone's, spit foam onto a branch. It's like on, a stem of, a flower or something. It just looks like somebody came by and just on that. I'm not continuing that. As an adult, I look like a frog, and I can leap from 1 2. I'm considered a pest because I spread diseases to plants I eat. Mud. There's so many. Dude, oh my god. If I continue this, and there's so... I go eventually read all of them. Mud dauber. I don't just make houses, I make art. I build my nests out of mud, and they can take some pretty wild shapes. Then I sting a prey insect, preferably a spider, to paralyze it, and put it inside a cell in the nest with an egg. Not aggressive, but will defend myself if humans leave me no choice. If you find mud dauber nests and break them open, you'll find a shit ton of dead or paralyzed spiders inside. It is a sight to behold. Narrow-winged mantis. You'll see orange before everything goes black. Very common in Asia, where I'm known as the Chinese mantis, Japanese mantis. I'm sometimes confused with the Chinese mantis, but I'm more slender and I have a bright orange spot in my chest between my forelegs, which is not shown on the sprite. I can rotate my head 180 degrees, making me a superb hunter. The orange potter wasp. My mud nests look like pots. I feed on nectar as an adult. Once I have eggs to lay, I hunt caterpillars and paralyze them to put in my nest. The caterpillar serves as food once the larvae emerge. It may sound brutal, but gardeners appreciate my work. I almost just vomited all over my microphone. Orange tip butterfly. I'll tell when spring is coming, not that overrated groundhog. Only us males have orange tipped wings. When our females lay eggs, they only put 1 egg per plant because the first caterpillar out will eat any other eggs. I'm one of the earliest butterflies to emerge in the year. If you see me, it means spring is near. The peppered moth. It's going to talk about the Industrial Revolution and the tree natural selection thing. Guaranteed. Now you see me, now you see a tree. I blend in with trees like a champ during the day. In fact, with pollution changed the color of trees in the Industrial Revolution. I changed with them and got darker to still blend in. And then the pollution was cleaned up and they would change back to lighter. Nighttime is when I'm active, so look for me then. It was like the de facto evidence for evolution by natural selection. You see all the time. Red-winged rove beetle. My family far outnumbers yours. With over 65,000 members in my family, reunions can get pretty crowded. And though I'm small, I play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance by eating pests and decaying math power. In fact, seeing me around is a sign of environmental health. It's like Dobson flies. Regal moth. You see a Dobson fly around, it means it means the water quality around wherever you are is really high. Regal moth. It's do or die time. As a mature caterpillar, I'm the size of a hot dog, so it's no surprise I'm a large moth, size of a hot dog. As a moth, I don't have a mouth to eat, so I only live for a few weeks. Is that going to be a fact on every single moth? I'm solely focused on breeding. I don't have any defense mechanisms either. I need luck on my side. Rough woodlouse. Is anyone else a bit parched here? My exoskeleton lacks a waxy cuticle, so I lose water by diffusion really easily. That means I'm always thirsty for damp environments, especially cold ones. When things get hot, I move more quickly, but when the environment is nice and damp, I hardly move. I hardly move it. Look at all these bugs. 7 spider bug. Gardeners should pay me to hang around. Aphids. I get my name because I actually do have 7 spots. I'm one of the largest, most common, and wide-ranging ladybugs. You can find me anywhere except the poles. I'm a gardener's best friend because I eat aphids and other pests, and I'm harmless to humans. The 6-spotted tiger beetle, the fastest bug on 6 legs. I'm starting to rush it. I have no stripes, but I'm a ferocious predator of other insects, which is beneficial to agriculture since I eat pests. I use my speed to capture my meals, but I can run so fast that my eyes can't keep up and I'm rendered temporarily blind. I believe that mostly occurs to young tiger beetles. They are it's incredible. I've seen some in real life. If you ever see one, they run so incredibly fast. It almost looks like they teleport. I'm not joking. Spiny orb weaver.
Bright colors and even brighter personality. You'll know me from my colorful, spiny back. I'm considered beneficial since I eat pests like mosquitoes and pose no danger to humans. Although I do build a large web to catch those pesky mosquitoes, which can get me in trouble with people sometimes. Ugh.
Any others? 22 spot ladybug. The fungi don't think I'm a fungi. I got my name because I do have 22 spots. I'm a small ladybug and I usually have a bright yellow color on my elytra. I'm also one of the few ladybugs that eats fungi, such as mildew. You read that right, I eat mildew off of plants. Wolf spider, I see a shit ton of these. These guys are everywhere, all over every house I've ever lived in. I have great eyesight, which helps me run down my prey like a wolf. I carry my eggs and then my young spiderlings on my back until they can fend for themselves. I hunt other insects, so I'm beneficial to have around. I usually don't bite people unless threatened. These guys are, if you ever see a wolf spider around, even has a ton of babies on its back, I implore you not to kill it. They are one of the greatest animals you can have inside your house. I love them. They are such incredible critters, and they can get pretty large. Last one of today, the yellow jacket. I am a social wasp, and I build large nests in the ground or in protective areas like eaves and attics. I'm often mistaken for a bee, but you know it's me if I fly back and forth rapidly. I'm also rather aggressive. I can sting and bite, and I'm quick to create a swarm. Thank you guys so much for watching. This game has been phenomenal. If you liked it, subscribe, like, comment, do all the general YouTube bullshit. Goodbye. Have a great one. Oh no, options.